viewers, welcome back to another episode of What's Cooking. So as you can see, it's a new face on the screen. You guys are wondering, who is this? So as Abigail introduced me last week, I'm the new co-host for What's Cooking. My name is Karweka Shikonde. So today you guys will be tagging along with me to find out what we're going to be making in the kitchen. So please tag along with me and see what we'll be making. So I don't want to give an introduction about my guest. I think an introduction by him would be perfect. I think I already revealed a lot, so tag along with us so you see what's gonna happen in the kitchen.
We are bringing to you In the Mix Africa, broadening our perspective, focusing on African players playing in Europe, playing in Africa, the inner workings of their craft, every single little thing. And also, very importantly, tasting African food with Patty. Are you ready for that?
Of course, we're going to broaden up our taste palettes and we're going to take it to the whole of Africa. We're not just going to stick here in Namibia. Of course, it's important to also appreciate Namibian culture and food, but we're going to broaden it up, like you say, and we're going to try everything.
That's right. So join us as we take you beyond borders for the love of sport with In the Mix Africa.
All the ingredients are out, my guest is ready. I think it's time for him to give us an introduction of himself because I didn't want to say a lot like I mentioned. So I think my guest can now tell us about himself a bit.
Good day guys, my name is Sean Chusep and I'm a chef and I'm just here to share my love for cooking with everyone and I'm glad to be on the show today.
Thank you for joining us today after the struggle and the short notice that I gave you. So Sean, please tell us what you're going to cook. What is in store for us to eat today? I'm a food lover, like I said, not a cooking lover.
So basically today we will be making a creamy butternut soup with garlic knots on the side. So that's what we'll be having and I hope you enjoy it.
So when you sent me the ingredient list and the recipe, I was like, butternut soup. I was like, eh. And then I read the garlic knots. I was like, okay, he has me this bread. So we're going to be safe. So
yeah.
What do you want us to start with?
Basically, we're going to start with making the bread. We've got the flour, we've got the salt, the yeast, and the sugar and all that we need. So first thing, we're going to make dough. And I'll show you along the way what we'll be making.
Okay. Alright. So Sean, please tell us about yourself. Who is Sean? Why did you know, before I jump into knowing about you, why did you decide to cook this meal today?
This meal? Okay. It's, as we all know and as we all can feel, it's winter and soup's the go-to for winter. So rather than going for the old regular, cabbage and carrot soup, we can try something new, and the peas and all that. We can try something new, something simple that you can also make at home.
Okay.
Yeah. And on another note, it's also good for when you have like a flu or something. So,
okay, I think I need this recipe. I need to try it and I need the recipe because the flu and the season always has me. So Sean, I think we can start with making our dough and our bread while you tell us a bit why you are a chef.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm a chef and I've always had a love for cooking, guys. That's like when I went from primary school to high school, what I wanted to study was entrepreneurship and home economics. But unfortunately, the school I went to didn't have home economics, so I got stuck with doing accounting.
Oh, you did accounting?
Yeah, I did accounting. Just it chose me. I didn't choose it, but I've had a love for cooking, like I said. My first meal that I made, I remember I hadn't started school yet. It was macaroni that I cooked on the fire. So
on the fire, macaroni
on the fire before
not,
I started school.
Not on the pot, on the stove, on the fire. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the first thing I learned how to make. So and it's been in the family. My mom was a chef. My dad, he could cook, and so
So it's a whole
yeah.
generational passing down of.
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's giving MasterChef family. Okay, Sean. So, did your mom play any big role in you cooking? Did she motivate you cooking, or was there a specific person in your family who motivated you to cook?
If I have to be honest, there was no one in particular that motivated me. It's just, growing up, the environment we grew up in was one of lack. So, and always, used to survive here and there on what to eat. So, and where I grew up, my mom was part of an organization where we used to cater for, the orphans and the vulnerable people. So it started there, at the soup kitchens. So even before I got into the whole cooking in a kitchen type setup, I was doing cooking for a soup kitchen where I was volunteering after I finished school. That's the first place I went to volunteer.
Okay, so you started from the bottom, now you're here. Okay.
So you can just maybe
mix
that up for me. And we'll need warm water,
Okay. So while we wait for water to boil, I need to ask, what was your favorite meal to cook at the soup kitchen? Was there a particular meal that you go to every time you had to go work at the soup kitchen and make it, or was it just it comes day by day you cook?
We were given that morning that we wake up, or the previous night we would be taught, this is what you're making for the soup kitchen. For instance, we would be making like the pea soup, like we're mentioning, or soup mix packs. Mix it with, cook it along with a whole lot of meat.
So you were the erki soap master.
Yeah, erki soap and
I
pop.
think it
We used
takes
to make like pop.
with erki soap. That is a bad it's a baddie combo. Like I always say, that is a go-to for my family all the time for winter. I think I always tell my mom. My mom always says, if you can't make erki soap, then you're not a chef.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna head over into the break while we pour in our water, mix our dough for the bread, and then put it in the oven. So we'll be right back after the break.
Hallo daar kijkers, mijn naam is Brian Munango, aanbieder vir Gooi Kolle.
My naam is Patricia Kutse en ek is julle braai aanbieder.
Hallo julle, ek is Andrew Poelman, mede-aanbieder van Gooi Kolle. Ons sou wou ons 'n bietjie van 'n braai tema inwerk saam met sportvooruitsigte van die naweek, so 'n bietjie sportpersoonlikhede bekendstel. So ons sien uit na ons derde seisoen.
En dan ook lekker kos op die kole. Julle kan ons elke Vrydag om 12:30 op DStv kanaal 285 en GoTV kanaal 25 en ook op ons webwerf OneUp2.
So we're back, our dough is ready, we're chopping parsley. Sean is just doing a lot. I'm learning a lot. So Sean, can you tell us about who Sean is, apart from being a chef? I will get into the chef part, but who's Sean, apart from being a chef? What does Sean like? What does Sean do on weekends? Who are Sean's friends?
Sean's a laid-back guy, calm. Mostly I stay at home, guys. I'm a stay-at-home guy. I don't go out much, And I love music. Besides loving to cook, I love music, love singing. And side note, I write songs here and there, so picky.
The singing part, let me also attack you now for the singing part. When you were talking outside, I was eavesdropping a bit. I was hearing you used to sing in the choir, you used to dance.
Oh yeah, I used to dance. Growing up, I used to dance. I used to be part of dancing crew. But please don't ask me to dance in this life.
I think you can pull a few moves for TikTok for our viewers to go see a bit later.
Nah, I can't dance anymore. You can ask me to sing. I can try that. Yeah, but please don't ask me to sing now. Future reference, you can ask me to sing. You can maybe catch me off guard in the streets, if you recognize me and, ask me to sing a song that if I know it,
Do you have a favorite song that you want to sing for us today, maybe? Maybe you want to sing a song for us, Mo?
I don't really have a favorite song.
Okay.
Yeah, like having a favorite song would mean I only listen to one person, but I listen to a lot of people, and mostly I listen to gospel. I sing gospel music.
Okay.
Gospel, write gospel music. That's what I do. Yeah, so
What does Sean like? What does Sean do on weekends? Apart from shopping stuff and...
on weekends, if there's a rugby game, I go and watch rugby games.
is it because your sister plays rugby or you just like rugby in general? Because I know your sister
She
plays.
started playing rugby after I started watching rugby. So.
I think she'll make a difference there. I'm gonna defend her on camera.
Yeah, basically, my friends are the one that introduced her to rugby. So
Okay.
yeah, so
So,
that's that.
apart from Sean the chef being a gospel singer, gospel dancer who's gonna show us a bit of moves, what does Sean do? What am I gonna do with the dough on that note as well?
Basically, we're gonna cut it up into strips.
Okay.
Cut it up into strips and make knots before we bake it in the oven.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna do.
So, do we still need to knead it before I put it down
You
there?
can just, do this. Let me just have that. Okay. So the dough doesn't get sticky.
Once we add the cooking
We're
oil.
gonna oil our hands,
Okay.
right? So might wanna oil your
I think
hands.
it already started.
That's a lot, but don't worry. Okay.
Okay. There's a lot.
Just a moment. Let's just roll it out a bit.
You are
no?
not done telling us about yourself, Sean. I think you're avoiding the singing part and the whole. My sister started playing rugby because of me.
No, I'm shy to sing on camera because I only sang once on camera.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
so-
let me dive into Chef Sean now. Is there a favorite meal that you love to cook? Your go-to meal?
My go-to meal. Let's see, my go-to meal. I don't really have a go-to meal. If you have the right ingredients, I can cook. On the note of right ingredients, guys, people believe in if there's no meat in the house, then there's no food.
I am one of the people. It's not because I'm a herero.
You can maybe put that one on the side.
It's not because I'm a herero. It's because meat is very important in the meal. It's either meat or bread. But I think I need to cut us short and go into a break. So we need our dough. Cut it into the portions we want in.
I thought
You said we're
maybe-
gonna braid it?
Yeah, we I just want to show you how we're going to do that before we go on break. Basically what you do is, after stretching it out, you just knead it this is still small, so let's take a bigger one.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a bigger one, because I think that one would be better. Yeah. See? And then you just tie it into a knot.
Oh, that's where the garlic knot comes from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to go in like that. But hopefully it will, once we bake it, it will come out nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it will. It's giving hopeful.
Yeah, it's
So
hopeful.
I think we're gonna cut to break now, and we'll come back with our flexos ready. And I think they'll look better after the break.
Yeah, they will look better after the break.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you guys want to know what Athletes World is all about, you guys will definitely have to tune in for the episodes to see what goes on Athletes World. We will, just to give you guys an insight on what Athletes World is about, it's a show that dives deeper into the life of athletes, just finding out what they are all about, and they get to tell us what their favorite foods are, what their greatest moments are, and what their worst moments are in sports as well. So you guys tune into the episode. It also plays every Wednesday on DSTV. Here is where you find out more about athletes, and not just athletes, but also the unsung heroes.
So we're finally done. Our soup is here. Our garlic knots are here, ready for us to dive into it and enjoy it. It looks delicious. There's parsley, there's cream. So before we dive into our food, can I ask a question? So with these wonderful skills that you have, because you're gonna make me start eating butternut soup, what are your future plans? Are you planning on opening a restaurant or?
It's part of the dream. It's part of the goal. But currently, what I do is I cook for birthday parties and weddings. That's currently the direction that I'm heading into.
Oh, so you have a catering company type of situation?
Yes, something like that. And I've got already a few gigs lined up for myself, which will keep me busy, especially at the end of the year. So, yeah, that's the idea forward.
So, can we get the name of your catering company? And why did you name it that? Maybe we want to find you on Google so you cater. I will have you cater for my wedding for butternut soup.
Yeah, you won't be able to find me on Google, but I can leave my contact details with you. And basically, some people call me Sean the Great because I don't know why, because of how some people say my name, but it's just gonna be set straight in, simple, nothing complicated. Yeah, so people can remember.
I'm just adding the soup and the garlic knots the whole time. I think can we dive into this now?
I think you can get into it. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna give you my honest reaction on the butternut. Okay. I can taste the onion, I can taste the cream. I'm trying to figure out. I saw what you put in, so I can't guess. But I like it. I don't know, people just say I don't have a good expression, but this is me saying I love it because I'm smiling, I'm not quiet.
How about the bread?
So I'm
It's nice and soft.
it's breaking off very nice and easily. I'm gonna taste it with the soup.
How's that?
I wouldn't think to pair garlic bread with a butternut soup. This is amazing.
Go-to meal for winter. It's not complicated, right?
No, I think this is gonna be my go-to meal for winter. I didn't think to pair butternut with garlic bread or garlic knots,
Garlic knots.
but this is amazing. So Sean, what is your other go-to meal soup that you need to give me a black soup to because wow.
Chicken soup or mushroom soup.
Why those two?
It's healthy, got good benefits, especially winter because a lot of people will be catching colds and flus and all that. So, yeah. Or you can go old school vegetable soup.
Empty sock, type of girl. Okay, but my last question. I know I've been throwing this question the whole entire episode. So, if someone out there is looking at this episode now, watching the episode, what would your words of advice be to them if they want to pursue a career in culinary arts? Yeah.
I would say don't give up, first of all, because culturally, not a lot of people believe in pursuing culinary skills or culinary careers. Most of the time, kids at school they're taught become a doctor, engineer, and all that. But cooking is amazing. It's all about imagination also. That's how some dishes came to be, from imagination. So I would say don't give up on your skills. Don't give up. Always be patient. Yeah, because just like cooking takes time, life takes time.
I think we are gonna dive into our meal because it's getting cold and I love my soup hot and I'm already so in love with my soup and my garlic bread. I can't eat on camera, so I think we can now go and have our food because it's amazing. So
okay, and
thank you for joining us on this episode. It was lovely. The food was lovely. The conversations. You don't have dad jokes, so I'm proving your sister wrong. You actually have wonderful jokes. I laugh, so it's not dad jokes. So thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me. It was such a lovely experience, and have a lovely day to the viewers.
with the amazing soup, the butternut soup, the creamy butternut soup, as Chef Sean said, in the garlic knots. The episode has to come to an end, and the vibes in the kitchen were amazing. The food was amazing. So thank you guys for staying with us all this way. So don't forget to watch our episode airing next week on channel 285 on DSTV and GoTV channel 25, as well as on our website on oneup2.com. So thank you for joining us. We will see you guys next time.